What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the best team in FIFA. Today we're going to be looking at a 200/250k squad depending on what console you're on. And if you guys don't know what the best team in FIFA is, it's basically where I take your guys' teams, play with them, and then let you guys know whether or not I rate the team. I know what you're thinking, who cares what you think? Some people do. The reason why I picked today's squad, which is from a guy called Barca World, is because I genuinely didn't believe that it was less or as at 200,000 coins, and it was. This isn't going to be like the most unique squad builder. However, if you guys want to submit you're the best team in FIFA, watch out for me on Twitter, twitter.com/NepentheZ, because I'll be asking intermittently over the next few days and weeks for teams within a certain budget range. What we're going to be doing over the next few weeks until Team of the Season comes with the best team in FIFA is we're going to be doing market crash / budget squads. So squads that you guys can use that are going to be efficient and effective up until Team of the Season. And then when Team of the Season comes out, we'll start doing squad builders with a much higher rating, much higher value, and using those blue Team of the Season cards. So if you could drop a thumbs up on the video, it would of course be very much appreciated. And let's get into this squad. And like I say, I couldn't believe that this squad was how do I reset? Hello? Yeah, I couldn't believe that this squad was 200,000 coins or less. Like, people obviously always troll, right? When I'm like, hey guys, can I have a 200k squad? Like, some guy will send me like a full prime icon squad. I'm like, top quality Bant, you got me. And I thought, is this guy trying to troll with this one? So I put it all into Footbin. And no, he wasn't. In goal, we've got one of the most overused, overpowered goalkeepers this year in FIFA, Rafe Farman. So you can already see kind of where this is going to go on one side of things. In at right back, we're going to have the Roma contingency. We're going to be going with Florenzi at right back. Now, Florenzi at this current moment in time, let me get Footbin open. Florenzi at this current moment in time is at 5,300. He's a little bit more than what he normally goes for. And that's because of the marquee matchups currently. You know, you need high-rated Calcio A players. He's one of those. So he's at 5,100 coins is what I bought him for. And I bought him with the Shadow Chem style on as well. In at the first defensive spot is going to be another Roma player. It's going to be Kostas Manolas. Kostas Manolas currently selling for around 7,100 coins. Of course, on PlayStation, these prices. We'll go through the Xbox prices afterwards because I'm actually building it on PlayStation. Our third defender is like, and this is where it started getting crazy for me. I was like, Boateng in there, and then of course Jordi Alba in there. Sorry, not Jordi Alba, David Alaba in there. Get your Albs right, NepentheZ. So this is the defense, and straight off the bat, I look at this defense and I think this is magnificent. Like, Alaba is still one of like a highly used left back. I think probably Florenzi is used more. Not Florenzi. What's his name? Sandro. Jesus. Sandro is probably used more than Alaba. But Alaba is definitely higher used. And Boateng has insane stats. Now, I bought him for 60,000 coins because I got him with the Shadow Chem style on him. He has got ridiculous attributes. And this defense is pace. High pace on Alaba. High pace on Boateng. High pace on Manolas. And high pace on Florenzi. It's a really fast defense. And, you know, in terms of player price, what have we got for player price here? Has Footbin not got like the individual prices like that? I'd like to just see the individual prices, but it seems like it doesn't have it. Can I click on I want to click on PlayStation and Xbox. No, it's only showing me PlayStation. I don't know how to show Xbox too, but yeah. In terms of player prices, so Boateng's at about 60,000. Alaba is about 40,000. Manolas is 7,000. Florenzi is 5,000. Farman is like 2,000 or 3,000. So it's an insane defense already and very cheap. Well, very cheap in the grand scheme of things. You know, this stage in FIFA, this is a cheap defense. This is a cheap team. You know, if you haven't got 200 to 300,000 coins already at this stage in FIFA, I will be absolutely amazed. In at the midfield spot, guys, the first midfielder we've got is Arturo Vidal, coming in at around 50,000 on PlayStation and much less on Xbox. And then also we have Raja Nangolan coming in on the right hand side. And again, I look at this team now and I already think I'm looking at this team now, even though I know the prices. I look at this team and I think there's no way this is under 200k, but it just is. So Vidal, of course, with the Shadow Chem style is a beast. High work rates, 4-star weak foot, just ridiculously well-rounded stats in the areas you need them. Great shot power and long shots for a midfielder. Decent enough short passing and long passing. Really good reactions, ball control and composure. Really nice defence, really nice physical. I love this card. I absolutely love this card. And then Rajan Anglin on the other side, very much the same. High again, which I personally believe is the most important work rate for a box-to-box midfielder. Of course, high, it makes more sense. And just like Vidal, he's just great in the areas that you want him to be great in. Short power and long shots are very good. Short pass and long pass are very good. His ball control and reaction, very good. Composure, good. His tackling stats are good. His physicals are good. He's such a well-rounded card. And this makes up a big bulk of all of the coins that we've got. In at the first midfield spot, you guys know who it's going to be. It's going to be Bakayoko. Probably the most overpowered player this year. Only has medium work rates and a 3-star weak foot, but I don't know how this guy is good in this game. Maybe because his tackling and physical are so strong with good pace that it makes up for the lack of ability in passing and dribbling. But this guy is just such a monster in the midfield, and it takes us to the left spot, which is Anthony Martial. Now, I've got the Path to Glory Martial, but of course you'll be using the gold one. It's the same rating, it's the same card essentially. This is just the one I have in my club. Up front is going to be the upgraded Gabriel Jesus. You can reduce the price of this and take the 81 Gabriel Jesus by about 6,000 to 8,000 coins, maybe as much as 10,000 coins. And then in at right wing, we have got ourselves Willian. So that builds the whole squad. And I look at this team, and like I say, according to Footbin, this is 204,000 coins on Xbox and 253,000 coins on PlayStation. So it's a little more expensive on PlayStation by about 50,000 coins. But the fact that this team is a 200 to 250,000 coin squad is genuinely remarkable. You could also reduce the value by getting rid of Vidal and putting in Goretzka. Of course, that would mean that you would lose chemistry there because Goretzka would only get 7 chemistry, but it's a possibility if you wanted to do that. But yeah, this team is remarkable, and there was no in-game formation changes, tactics, or player instructions left with the tweet. So if you guys do send me teams, don't forget to give me your everything, how it looks to start, how it looks in-game, any player instructions, any tactics, whether you go attacking, defensive. Don't forget to let that, give me that information too. But so I kept the custom tactics exactly the same, like they're just the default custom tactics. I didn't touch any player instructions in the games that we're going to play, and I didn't change formation either. We stuck with the 4-3-2-1 the whole time. And I look at this team and I think, man, if I came up against this in Foot Champs, I'll be like, oh, for crying out loud, another insane team. But this team, although it is insane and every player is ridiculous in their actual abilities and their stats and stuff, this team isn't ridiculous. It isn't insane in terms of price. That if we even look back at a week ago, this was 300,000 coins on PlayStation and 250,000 coins on Xbox. And now it's obviously just nowhere near that. And so I'm blown away, specifically by the likes of Boateng, Alaba, Vidal, and Nainggolan. Those 4 guys specifically, I can't believe how cheap they are. If we go, let me just go and have a look at Jerome Boateng for Xbox price sake. So Boateng is 60,000 coins on PlayStation, which is what I bought him for, and 50,000 coins on Xbox. Vidal, I believe, is around the 40,000 coin mark on Xbox. 87 Vidal, 38,000 coins. I bought him for, well, on PlayStation it's 52k. I bought him for 53,500 because I bought him with a Shadow Chem style on him. But yeah, Vidal's like less than 40k on Xbox. And this is a great team. And the whole point of this team is to give you guys a usable, fun meta team that you can use until Team of the Season in Divisions, in DKT, in Foot Champs. And I'm certain that you will get so much out of this team no matter what game mode you play. But that, guys, is the team. We're now going to go and get into some action. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a very weak 4-3-3 team. Some decent players in there. Callum, Insigne, Callum and Insigne. But this is a Division 1 game. I am in Division 1, and what I was most surprised about, obviously, I can't play Foot Champs with this team. If I could, if Foot Champs was open, I would have done this squad builder in Foot Champs. But because I can't play Foot Champs right now, this Division 1 is the closest thing to go into. And I was intrigued by the 4 games that we played. We came up against 3 really weak squads, and I thought, is this everybody like already like dumping their main teams and just playing with low-rated teams, maybe untradeable teams, maybe fun teams, as we score a great goal there with Martial? Or is it the fact that no one plays divisions anymore, and so it's just matching me against just randos? I am in Division 1, you know, this is the toughest opponents other than going out there and trying to get pros to play against me, which obviously I'd lose with this sort of team anyway. But, you know, yeah, I was surprised. What's interesting, however, is that means that this team is good enough for Division 1. Because you can see here in Game 1, I went 4-0 up within 75 minutes. I did concede a couple of goals late on, but eventually got the 5th goal. Ball comes into Bakayoko here, Nainggolan into Gabriel Jesus. Tries the finesse shot, ends up getting the volley, and slams that one home to make it 5-2. So a nice, comfortable win in D1 to start things off with. And, yeah, as I say, I was a bit like miffed at the quality of teams, but that's not to be said anything for the quality of player per se. You know, actually one of the games, I think the second game that we come up against, the guy had a really weak, really like no chem styles or anything team, and he was good. He was very good. He gave me a really tough game. So you can see there in Division 1, we got our 4th win in D1. We come up against the 4-1-2-1-2 team. Now, this team's actually quite nice. Gabriel Jesus, Callum Wilson, Leroy Sané, Oxlade-Chamberlain in form, Eric Bailly, Aurier, very good. Edison, very good. Bakayoko, very good. Like, I personally wouldn't go with Davinson Sanchez or Moreno at left back. I think there are much, much better alternatives. And even like Theo Walcott there at right mid, like someone like Zaha would probably be much, much better just because of the 4-star skill moves and other similar stats outside of that. But we started off really well in this game as well. Gabriel Jesus here getting to the edge of the box, tries the shot, goes straight to the hands of the keeper, falls to Vidal 35-40 yards out. Vidal doing some good work, gets the ball into Martial, Martial to Jesus, Jesus to Willian, and Willian scores. And Willian was the most surprising player in this team for me. I haven't used him this year, maybe for say in draft here or there. But in terms of like a this is my team kind of setting, I've not used Willian this year. And he is great. He was very, very surprising. For somebody who has quite low shooting and quite bad physical stats, he was just great. You know, I can't really say much more about it. And when playing with this team, when playing through these D1 games, I was literally sitting here playing thinking, well man, what's the point sometimes in having like all of your coins invested into a overpowered, high-rated meta team? You know, what's the point of having Ronaldos and Patrick Vieiras and such? Because although this team won't compete to the prime icon teams, I had fun with this team for a low coin balance, and it just made me think, why not instead just have lots of different teams that have lots of fun players? So I have lots of players in my club that I love. The FUT Birthday Rooney, the FUT Birthday Bastian Schweinsteiger, the SBC Kaka card that we have. I've got some red informs from FUT Champs that I've got in my club that I love. And I always either try and fit them all into one squad, linking them with icons, or I just sacrifice some of them and just never ever use them. Well, literally just off of playing this right here, I sit here now and think, well, maybe I should just use them. Maybe I should just build 3 or 4 teams and just have fun in DKT and in divisions and in FUT Champs and just worry less about my results and just more about enjoying the game. This is the 3rd team that we came up against, guys. It's a weird team. It's got some good players in there. Werner, Gnabry, the Max Kruse at Cam is actually ridiculously good. I think even now, as long as you're a competent FIFA player, that Max Kruse card will do you great things. He has a really, really good card. And this guy was a very, very good player as well. You know, he did really, like, he understood the game mechanics. The hill-to-hill flick, the ball rolls. He defended using second-man press very well. You know, he just generally was a really good player. But this team that we've built here, you know, from Barca, the Barca fan, it's just a really, really good team. It's so competent across the board. The high work rates of the 2 outside centre mids I really, really enjoy. The pace up front is great. The power in midfield is great. The fact that both Nainggolan and Vidal can both shoot is great. The defence is so fast. You can easily switch out into a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow as well. Put Bakayoko in at CDM, put Vidal and Nainggolan as centre mids, and then drop any one of your 3 attackers into cam. And then our 4th and final team, guys, we finally came up against like a monster team that we expect to see in Division 1. The FUT Birthday Rooney, the FUTmus Musa and Lingard. Prime icons in there. Eric Bailly, Antonio Valencia, Laurent Koscielny, N'Golo Kante. Like, I looked at this team and I thought, okay, finally, this is going to be like a good team to really pop this team to test. You know, this team that I've got 250,000 on PlayStation, 200,000 on Xbox. This team my opponent's got millions, like genuinely millions, maybe like 1.5, 2 million coins minimum, including those icons and that Kante and such. Let's say 2 million for that guy. Maybe you got some money back and, you know, 1.5 million. And we walked all over this team with the players that I had available in my squad. We go 2-0 up after just 22 minutes. This guy lost his composure. 32 minutes on the clock here. Just gives up loose possession. Rajan Angolan intercepting well once. And then Bakayoko intercepting well twice. He then presses me too hard with Kante. It was easy to get around him. Lovely 1-2 between Jesus and Martial. The fact that this got called back for a foul after I took the shot meant that it was going to be a red card. He paused it, he quit, and we got 4 wins out of 4. So a really, really nice team there, guys. 4 wins in a row in Division 1 with several rage quits on the board as well. This is the end of the gameplay. Let's go and check out those stats for those players and see how they did. Alright guys, so there you have it, 4 wins out of 4 in Division 1. Let's just go and have a look at the online seasons tab. So I'm only 2 points away from winning the title. Before I started the games, I already had 3 wins out of 3. So with 4 wins out of 4 in that Division 1 run, a couple of rage quits in there, 2-0 win, a 3-1 win, a 4-1 win, and I think it was like a 5-2 win. I can't remember the first result. And this team played like an absolute dream. You know, it played exactly like I thought it would play. I'm sure that you've seen this team a million times. I'm sure you guys have played with multiple versions of these players throughout the game. You know, I'm sure everyone's had 1 or 2 or 5 or 6 of these players throughout. But this team was just fantastic. It just played really, really well. Gabriel Jesus only got 2 goals and 3 assists in the 4 games, but was always a dominant force. What I'm used to is having 2 strikers in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, or having 2 strikers in a 4-4-2. And so my strikers usually get a lot of goals and assists. But in this formation, in the 4-3-2-1, it was actually the wingers that really got involved a hell of a lot more, and the outside midfielders that got involved a hell of a lot more than the striker, which is really weird for a formation. But Willian, as you can see, came up with 3 goals and 2 assists in the 4 games. Anthony Martial came up with, well, he's got 6 goals and 3 assists in 7 games. I don't know what he had before. He scored a fair few goals here. He got that nice volley from a Florenzi cross, but everybody got involved. Arturo Vidal, 3 goals and 3 assists in 4 games. I don't think Bakayoko scored. No goals or assists for Bakayoko, but Nainggolan, 2 goals and 2 assists. And you can see every single person got involved a lot. So, you know, Nainggolan, 4 goal contributions in 4 games. Vidal, 6 goal contributions in 4 games. Willian, 5 goal contributions in 4 games. Jesus, 5 goal contributions in 4 games. Probably somewhere around the same for Martial. We didn't really get much else out of all the other guys. 1 assist for Alaba, nothing for Boateng, nothing for Manolas, and 1 assist for Florenzi. But guys, this team was just absolutely fantastic. If you're looking for like a 200k or so team that you're not going to lose many coins on, because bearing in mind with the market crash coming and the fact that team of the season is coming, these players might go down a little bit more, but like you'll always get at least 150,000 coins back for this sort of team. Maybe at the back end of the game you might only get 100,000 coins back, but definitely over the next month or 2 you'll always be able to cash this in for a good chunk of what you spent on buying it. So you won't lose much in terms of depreciation, but you'll get so much in terms of gameplay. And if you've already got a whole bunch of untradables, you can use this as like the core foundation for your team, and then just switch out players that you've got as for untradables. Like you might have an untradable Frank Rijkaard, so you put him in there instead of Bakayoko or instead of Vidal. You know, stuff like that you're going to be able to change this team up for. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.